Welcome to my YouTube channel. So this moment I want to take out time to talk to you about how you can hide your stop loss during trading. Okay, so during a couple of live session and trading moments, I must have said one or two things which probably must have been understood or misunderstood any of the boats, but I did this video exclusively and particularly considering the fact that there are times when you take a stop loss and the stop loss puts you in problem, and there are times when you take a stop loss and your stop loss is an edge. As a good trader or as a profitable trader, you must always have an edge in the market. Like we always say, your stop loss must have an edge, otherwise you will always fall victim of liquidity inducement or manipulations, market manipulations. Then you can fall victims of algorithm. Okay, there are some brokers that are programmed with certain kind of algorithm system, so you might fall victim of that. So let me just show you these two examples on my screen. Like, this is an entry we took today. Of course, today is Monday, and this particular entry went in from here, came down to our supposed take profit region, did a retest, okay, which can be another second entry, but we don't know how far that will go. So that's a risky entry because there's no confirmation. This is a change of character. Okay, so there's no new change of character yet as at here, or break of structure, so that's not a full confirmation. But it came here, formed this order block, and then went back upward. For someone who went into this trade and is willing to maybe take more entries at this price action level, you will notice that if you took care, or maybe you broke even, or you added more lot size or more entries, this algorithm would have taken you out in this place. That's why the algorithm was swinging like this. So how do you avoid such? First of all, like I always tell you, stick to your rules. Your rules are, first of all, you must have full confirmation before going into the trade, and in your full confirmation you are able to understand highs and lows and liquidity. You're able to understand trends. You're able to understand market movement. That's when you're able to know where to put the supposed stop loss that will not endanger you. And look at what New York, the evening New York session, Nigerian time did. It came up to this order block, but yet did not hit the stop loss. Did you see that now? So why didn't I put my stop loss here? Of course, that's few pips. Why did I choose to put it here? Because if you look at this is a change of character. The entry was at a POI, a point of interest. So the stop loss is supposed to be above the POI. It could have been just under the order block, which is still above the POI, right? But how about the fact that there is an imbalance here, and price might be willing to fill up imbalances? You pay attention to these things. There is a bearish order block here. That becomes a place for you to hide your stop loss. So what you do is you come a little bit into the order block, at least to a good place where you know that there is a serious price action, like the buy region price action started here. You put your stop loss there, as you can see by the entry. So what price does is it comes, it cannot go there because there are some orders, bearish orders, that has the capacity to push this market downward. So it gives you the opportunity to be protects. Early traders, young traders make is not being able to find a good place for their stop loss. Is one of the signs that shows that you are new in the market, you are a newbie, you're a novice, okay, you're not yet skillful, you're quite unskillful, or that there's some things you need to learn. So what are you supposed to do as a trader who wants to make improvements? You will need to now learn some few things. You need to learn some few things. Let's look at a few things with this first entry that I took, because I took this first entry first from the 3 minutes time frame. I'll just use that to explain a few things before I round up with this video, but I've said a couple of things in a short time, and if I'm fast and you're not able to catch some of the things I said, then you need to look at the video again. And also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see some of our previous videos that can put you through some processes and make you understand certain things. Now look at this particular entry that I took. Imagine taking an entry when London is still on, inside London. I just wanted to do that quick scalp because I know it's Monday. I know I might not catch all the moves on Monday. Okay, so see what I did. Asian session was closed. I saw liquidity at the low of Asian. All I needed was a confirmation. I got it. Bullish break of structure, bullish change of character, and I was looking for a POI, and that's why I got this entry on the 3 minutes and 1 minute time frame. Where is my stop loss? Look at it. Not very far. This stop loss is very short and very small. Now you'll be like, okay, how do I know when I'm supposed to make my stop loss long? How do I know when I'm supposed to make my stop loss short? Now listen, what makes you make your stop loss? This is just 7 pips, very small. I did not choose it. It's the best place to hide your stop loss for this particular move because this is a liquidity grab. Look out for liquidity grabs. So a little bit just after the liquidity grab, price actions area, order block area, you can, or fair value gap, you can always put your stop loss a little bit above where you know that price will react. I already know that price is going to react here. So I took this entry, the price came up to this level, broke a structure. I knew we were going more bullish, but I didn't know about the reversal. But I had suspicious thoughts because if you look backward, I might not be able to open that now because of what I'm showing you. There is liquidity around this side, so I was careful. So it was a break even, and quickly price retraced immediately, and it was so fast. For those of you that were in this entry, you understand what I mean. So this became the high for the day. It was so fast, you know, and I was looking at it closer to know if it's going to be the kill zone. I needed a confirmation and I got it. The moment I saw this change of character just after a break of structure, I knew this is a bearish move and this might be the kill zone. As you can see, it was. Okay, it became the high for the day. Immediately I came in with this entry. How did I choose the stop loss? So when you find yourself trying to choose a stop loss and the best place you could find for the stop loss is maybe 40 pips, 50 pips, you look at your account size, do your calculation, because you have to be able, you have to calculate your loss and know what you are willing to take to be profitable. And then you look at your risk to reward ratio. When it's bad, you don't go into that entry. That's the best way to deal with stop losses. So in this point, this was the entry point. Just after this change of character, there was already a POI here, so I just went in from here. Why did I put my stop loss just after this high? Why didn't I put it just here? Listen, if you put it here, AI will hit that stop because this is the point of interest. This is the point of interest. If I put it above this price action line, it might still come here. Okay, it might still be manipulated. So all I needed was a high, the previous high that was not broken, which is this, giving us the downtrend movement that became my stop loss. So these are some of the things you pay attention to, and when you look at that, you see that price never came to that area. for a very long time until price got to this area. Jump to how you put your stop loss in the market. I've told you in a couple of my videos that there are some accounts that cannot take certain kind of stop loss. For instance, someone is trading $10, $50, and you want to take 40 pips stop loss. You're looking for trouble. First thing is, have you calculated the loss that you can take or the loss you are willing to take? Should I do that? Maybe I should do it in rounding up. Have you calculated the loss that you are willing to take? Funny enough, in the position calculator at babypips.com, there is no profit calculation. So that means the market expected you first to pay attention to your loss. It's only someone who does not understand the trading that calculates profits and forget about the losses. Losses are expected in trading. So, but it's those who don't calculate their losses that get in trouble. So this is the position calculator. You can see it. It says amount at risk. Okay, that's your loss, account balance, and all that. So if I'm to calculate for an account size of let's say $5,000, and I'm risking just 1%, what stop loss should I use? Let's use 20 pips first, and let me show you something. You see that it's saying that your standard lot size should be 0.25, right? Amount at risk is just 1% of your capital, right? Which is $50. Now change these 20 pips to 40 pips, for instance, and see the change. You see that the standard lot has reduced. So now you are risking more to gain less. So in case you don't know this, you are supposed to increase the risk percentage. In increasing it, that's when the amount might increase. So the expected loss increases, the standard lot balances as supposed, but in this case you might be losing more. So the shorter you cut your stop losses, the better for you. That's what I wanted to show you with this calculation. So calculate your stop loss. Always risk only 1% of your capital. That's the best way to manage your risk. And stop loss, for me, I stick to 20 pips most times. It's only in few cases, and I must be trading a big account before I go for 30 pips, 31 max, 32 max. Okay, 20 pips, and sometimes I catch 7, 10. In fact, when I see 7 pips, 10 pips, I'm happy. So you're wondering, okay, so how did you know it was? I've already shown you. You want to take that entry, you have a confirmation to go into that entry, and then you are looking at the closest place to hide the stop loss, like I already taught you how to hide it. And the closest one for you to pick at that time is maybe 7 pips, good entry. 9 pips, good entry. 10 pips, good entry. 20 pips, good entry. 50 pips, bad entry. In that case, you have to wait. So in considering an entry, you are also considering the amount of pips that you can take to hide the stop loss. So when you see that the pips is too much, you know, oh, there's no place for me to hide the stop loss, I won't take this entry. So it's part of your confirmation. So hiding stop loss is part of your confirmation making entry. If as a young trader you're able to understand this thing I just said, then you notice that you would have fixed a lot of the losses, errors that you may have been experiencing, and you will do better in the forex market. Alright, so don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, make your comments, like video, share, and let more people learn from this. So I'll be looking forward to having you again on my next video.